Arkham Batman. The guy who took down his entire rogues gallery in one night, in all 4 games. A peak human stallion who places mewing above going to a hotel with Catwoman. He is a willpower god, able to tank bucket loads of Scarecrow fear toxin. Dude gets right up after having his spine shattered. He is better than you. He's better than all of us. However, I think we have one thing in common. In high school, I never did my homework. I slacked off and played COD Zombies while listening to dubstep. I was on top of the world until the day before any semester ended. In order to survive and make it to the next grade like a regular person, I needed to work 50 times as hard as any student and do every missing assignment in one night. It was do or die. Either I put in the work or join the military. And you want to know what happened? I graduated and went to college. Then got kicked out, but the point is that my procrastination has led me to new feats and willpower I never knew possible. So if Batman can bring down dozens of super criminals in one night, the least I can do is platinum Arkham Asylum in one night and destroy my sleep schedule in the process. So I'd greatly appreciate it if you would blindly subscribe, and even more blindly smash that like button. Because if you do, you might miss both buttons and become a member of the channel, which would make my nether regions quake. Just like Bruce, I'll need prep time before I dive into this. I need a plan, a strategy for knocking out these trophies. First things first, we have to beat the game on hard to knock out all 3 difficulty trophies at once. I'll also need a clear route for all 240 Riddler trophies and a blueprint for combat on the stealth challenges. But I think we're just gonna eyeball it. Nothing went wrong from a bit of eyeballing. Also, I've heard rumors about there being some extra Batman voice lines added recently, so we'll see how valid those rumors are. Without further ado, let's get this platty. Could somebody tell me why this Batman looks like John Travolta trying to hold in a meaty squelch? I know they updated it, but it's kind of a downgrade.
Well, patient seems to be in satisfactory condition. Looks like he suffered minor lacerations, probably in the last 2 hours. There seems to be...
Need to take my temperature? I'd be happy to drop my pants.
This Joker would drop his panties around countless guards, so I wonder how far he would go for a laugh. Would he prance around the asylum in just his socks, flinging his thang about?
Batman, I'm over here.
Yes, snap me out of it, Joker. I don't want to think about that.
Flashlight! Get a light on him!
Guy in the back is just praying for them not to kiss. Look at him.
What? Don't you trust me?
Oh, thank God. Remember when I said Batman looks like he's Travolta holding in a toot? Gordon here is also another downgrade. He looks normal now, but in the original he looked like a Big Mac in a Ziploc bag.
Oh, let's get this party
Now to amp things up, I'm going to be going for a hitless run on this plat. Oh, I forgot there's no icons on hard mode, so looks like we're going to be flying without spider sense capabilities.
These old gargoyles should be able to support my weight if I grapple up.
Yeah, speaking of dude's weight, imagine a 200-pound man diving heel first into your tailbone, then clocking you in the back of the head. All for getting a Slurpee with a water cup.
Can you hear me?
Gat! Gat! Gat!
There's no way that was real, right, guys? Batman does secret shit with those lips in his free time. Look at the gloss on them. Yeah, that gauntlet coming down on the back of your skull would certainly cause problems. I don't see how bad guys can learn from their ways with traumatic brain damage on top of their traumatic brain damage.
There's no escape, Joker. I will find you.
Ooh, I'm counting on it. Just not yet.
Oh, it's weakest Liver King fan. You know, I feel like he'd be putting up more of a fight if he didn't have the Quagmire masturbation phenotype. I'm just gonna walk away like I didn't do this.
Well, that was unexpected, wasn't it? Well, note to self, need stronger test subjects.
Joker, all you need to do is stop giving Titan to porn addicts. I think they're both drama queens. Both are like, well, I'm not doing anything else tonight, so why don't we put on a show for that news cuck Jack Ryder? Yeah, they both love it.
Speak.
Officer Bowles.
If I see you trying to follow me, he dies.
How does Harley deal with this clown 24/7? Is she stupid or something?
Bowles dropped his flask. Sloppy. Let's see what the forensic... I can follow...
Alright, let me get this straight. Batman greased up his lips with Vaseline and is now talking about how much of a sloppy boy Officer Bowles is. I think this is pretty much the opposite of Skibbity.
How's it going? Any sign of Dad?
Not yet, but I'm getting close. Harley Quinn tried to slow me down. Dropped an elevator on me.
Did it work?
Of course not. I'll get back to you when I reach
Yeah, Harley Quinn could never get the drop on Batman. Oh, I'm sure that was all part of his plan. He has a gadget that looks like his head and is filled with fake blood. I mean, do you really think they would just shit on the character that hard, then pay respects to Kevin Conroy at the end like that? Batman always has a plan, guys. No. I love his covering his eyes. Don't look at Joker, babe. You're not old enough. So we string him up. Wait to surprise him. Second batarang, and then we descend. And get one-shotted because Batman is wearing a state-of-the-art cotton fiber suit.
Oh, isn't that cute? Little Bat's a-sleepin'. Someone finish him off.
Joker, please say pause.
Yes, it is I, Edward Nigma, the Riddler, and more importantly, your intellectual superior. You are performing just below my predicted expectations.
I like how my billion-dollar Batmobile is trashed, but I'm more concerned with taking pictures of my tower and gliding 100 meters for a trophy. My Batman is gonna get more psycho with each minute that passes, by the way. What I'm wondering is, you think he's ever just eaten a can of beans, put the cape on, and glid 100 meters on one continuous fart? Hopefully we'll get that in live action one day.
Alfred, I can't stop farting. I need a cork, a bucket, and a tampon, as soon as humanly possible.
Can you hear that, Detective? It's the sound of me clapping at your success. Oh, you can't? That's because an idiot would have found that trophy.
An even bigger idiot would have placed it there, leaving it right in the open on some rooftop. It's a real cranial conundrum for my intellectual superior. And now that I have actual prep time, you guys can see what I can do. I've been doing this strat since I was a wee tot. One final touch. Right there. Yeah. Pick you. Now imagine what I could do if I had a shotgun. I'm starting to not trust people that work at Arkham. They have heads in jars, human turkey x-rays, all kinds of treats. It is really convenient to work at an asylum, then go nuts at said asylum. Because the commute wouldn't be that bad, would it? What happens if I step in Joker's Zaza? Do I get silly? Yeah, I'm not doing that again. It's fine, he just landed on his funny bone. You know, when I saw this for the first time, as a 10-year-old, I was inspired. Other kids wanted to be astronauts, or policemen. I wanted needles strapped to my fingers. Seems bad, but you can't hate on me because I was never taught what laws there are. I could have turned out much worse.
I'm fine, Jim. Where's Quinn? Gone. Must have gotten loose while Bane was throwing you around.
We need to get you off the island.
I'm not a rookie. I can handle myself.
Poor Gordon. He's just a good guy who wants a sloppy Joe and has to deal with people like fucking Bane. Somebody who Batman has to sacrifice the goddamn Batmobile on. It's totally good though, because I know plenty of 2,000-pound men who can tread water.
Ready to go now, sir.
Bane called Dr. Young Bruja. What does it mean?
It's Spanish for bitch.
Alright, let's plan this attack. Spray the gel at points of highest probability of occupation and wait for the fish to tug the line.
You chick, he's here!
They're fucking dead, bro.
Ha! The only way I could have made that one easier to find is if I strapped it to the hood of that ludicrously ostentatious...
I've been digging deeper into Dr. The payments...
Hanging up on Enigma and Barbara at the same time. This Batman has to be stopped. I'm starting to see why criminals fear the Bat. I just made that guy scissor the desk and then turned his buddy's arm into a 90-degree angle. And there's nothing they can do about it. The thing that keeps me sane and human between these brutal beatdowns is doing these little Riddler challenges. At the cost of hearing Enigma yap in my ear for the billionth time.
Be quiet, lady. Just shut up. Stay away from me! Run! Mommy!
That's depressing. Now I have to play the rest of the game as Peter Dinklage. Thanks, Scarecrow. What the fuck? Just some guy breathing down my neck. Did you guys hear that? I'm sure you did. I'm sure it
So, you found it at last. What have you been doing with your time?
You know, I didn't think I'd be hearing edging today. I think Joker doing those Freddy Fazbear noises is worse than the edging. By a lot. Hot take, boys. I believe we're witnessing the worst crime in the game. This poor thug was tasked with guarding this small space with 3 Joker teeth snapping at his toes, laughing non-stop. I hope he was compensated by Harley.
The price.
I need you to help me create an antidote.
Why should I? Let Joker have his fun. I'll enjoy watching you squirm.
That's a lot of plant empathy. I've always wondered why Ivy intentionally beefs with Batman when she could be stopping people like Snoop Dogg or lumberjacks. What about the gardeners who run unethical breeding camps? Her priorities are ridiculous. Might be an invisible wall. Alright, new tactic. How about this? Wow.
Roll over, sleepyhead. Just a little further, come on. You got this.
How are you doing this?
I've always wondered how they got separated between those bars. Is Scarecrow just skinny enough to slide through? Or did he inject the metal bars with fear toxin and make them all weak and wobbly? These are the hard-hitting questions you'll only find on this channel. This is going to be one of the trickier achievements here. I'm going to take down this Titan without stunning him with batarangs, which is pretty much the only conventional way to defeat them. But where we are right now makes it easy for him to get stunned on the lasers. So we'll just have to work with that. Yeah, it's going to be kind of wishy-washy though. Get him to charge again. Have one of these laser beams, please. Yep. Yeah, that'll work. Just can't press left trigger.
truck? He's trying to hurt me.
No, Batman is trying to hurt you. I'm trying to kill you. I'm revolted by you. You drug countless men, put them under, you use them for your own benefit. You're basically Cardi B with a plant fetish. What are these noises, Ivy? Take a 5-second break from being horny. I beg you. Nice little get together here, boys. Fortunately, I brought the cake and the frosting. Come here.
Nicely done, Bats. You deserve a prize. Your old pal, Commissioner Gordon. Say, he looks all run down. Let's pep him up.
No! Batman!
Secondhand steroids. Joker is the real villain. He just revoked Batman's natty status.
You're trying to resist the change. That's not fair. Come on.
How do you resist the Titan change? How do you resist all that fear toxin? I feel like for this final boss, it would have gone way harder for this kind of Joker to be a stealth boss. Like crawling up on the walls, being all creepy and shit. This is kind of just like the Bane fight, but easier. Really good run, boys. 3 birds, 1 stone. Now I just have to run through the entire abandoned, creepy asylum and collect all those Riddler trophies.
I'm losing patience. You're cheating. You must be.
Compelling argument, Nigma, but I have your home address.
Where would you find my home sweet home? What? You did it? You must have cheated. There is no way you could have beaten me. The police. You cheated.
Yep.
You couldn't have outsmarted me. Please,
Oh
open
shit,
up.
you got swatted.
I said open the door now! Now! Down on the ground! Down on the ground! No! Tell me, how did you work out where I was? Do you hear me? I, Edward Nigma,
I expect nothing less from a guy who paints the walls using his stinky feet. Now that we've banged out everything on the island, all that's left to do is the challenge maps. Shouldn't be too long at all now. Final challenge, everything rides on this trophy. We get 3 stars on this night and it's over. Gotta pull 2 guys through the floor, take 3 off a walkway, and terrify the last goon. Doesn't sound too bad, I just gotta focus. Oh my god.
I lost him.
Fucking perfect. Gonna put a little jaw on this wall. Pop out, give him the scare of his life, assuming he comes over. Seems Joker has hired a blind and deaf goon. Cue up the explosive Joker. Here he comes. Boo! Oh, it's over! Ah! The platinum in 8-ish hours of game time. That's not bad. Definitely less than what we're seeing because I watched every cutscene. But if you guys want me to do Arkham City, let me know in the comments. This video was pretty fun to put together. It's been fun revisiting this game. It's my favorite in the series and will always hold a special nostalgic place in my heart. Right next to the tumor of doing the Riddler trophies. Alright, thanks for watching until the end. You guys are the real ones.